XAUUSD, which has been a very profitable trade for us since the beginning of the week. Now remember, at the beginning of the week we were actually buying the XAUUSD. Let me show you the chart we shared during the beginning of the week. So let's run through how price action started the week, as you will see here. So at the beginning of the week we had a beautiful descending channel, which was supposed to support the idea of selling this commodity for the week, and we had it right there. Then coupled with the descending trend lines, we had a range where price action was caught within, and in fact we saw some selling attempts at some point before that descending trend line was finally broken to the upside to trigger our first buy position for the week. And since that moment we have been buying as we capitalize on this move, adding more positions to our existing trade. As you will see here, price action move. Let me see how many pips that was from the first position. It was about 300 pips. That was just only one, and remember we had a minimum of 3 positions running on this one, so it was quite a very profitable first half of the week for us on the XAUUSD. Now moving right into the second half of the week, where I had a new chart for that setup, we were able to spot new patterns on this chart. Hold on a second, I'm trying to load up my chart right here. What is happening? I was supposed to see my chart patterns. Give me a moment, please. Let me sort these out. And hold on a second, please. I'm trying to check what's happening here. All right, so this is what happened during the second half of the week. I finally got it. So right here, on was it on Wednesday? Yes, on Wednesday we had an ascending trend line, of course, which was supposed to be Wednesday stroke Thursday, I think. So we had an ascending trend line. We were supposed to be guiding our trading activities. So as long as price remains above the ascending trend line, we of course want to be looking out for patterns and structures that will support the idea of buying. And not only if price action breaks down the trend line can we be considering selling. And during our live session yesterday, I told us all how important the 1979 level is for us for yesterday's trading session, where I was saying that if price breaks down that structure, we definitely want to be selling this commodity. And in fact, if you had missed out on the breakdown initially, the market was so kind to us, it came back again to retest the structure to incite that strong bearish move to the downside. And in the last 24 hours we have been selling this commodity, even maximizing on the potential of this move by riding. We have the breakdown of the 1975, we have the breakdown of the $1,972.30 level, and of course recently we had the breakdown of the $1,967.50 level to maximize the potential of this bearish move. And in fact, in the last 24 hours, if you still have your first position running, it's running with about 155 pips. The second position here is running with about 120 pips, while the third position right here is running with about 90 pips in profit, and the fourth position here is running with about 40 pips in profit. So it has been quite a profitable first half of the week, and followed up with another profitable second half of the week for us in this community. So well done to everyone who has been part of this profitable journey. Now moving into the last trading day of the week, being Friday, and considering that majority will probably want to be doing some profit taking activities in this particular instrument. And with the situation we have here, how do we intend to manage our position going forward? Well, we're trying to analyze and decipher what the next line of action will be here. I was able to connect a series of lower highs here. At least since Wednesday, we have seen our price action has been finding lower highs, so we connected that to have this descending trend line that you can see on your screen. So this descending trend line here is going to be what we are going to be using to guide our trading activity for today's trading session. And as long as price action remains below the descending trend line, we shall feel comfortable selling the XAUUSD. And the only condition that will make us want to buy the XAUUSD today is for this trend line to be broken and breached to the upside. Now, if a breakout of the trend line happens, then we shall start considering buying. Now, remember, we are not going to be getting too excited when the breakout of the trend line happens, as we will need confirmations to happen. Now, look at what we have here. The $1,967.50 level shares a beautiful confluence with that descending trend line. So if a breakout of both the structure happens, we scale down to our lower time frame to look out for confirmation, which would reflect on the chart as a retest of that structure to incite another wave of bullish momentum. And if this happens and price action continues to find higher highs, remember that we have very important levels that we can use to maximize the potential of this bullish move. So let's see how price action will play out in the next 24 hours in that regard. Now, secondly, we want to look at the potential sellers have. Of course, it has been very bearish in the last three days now. And if price action continues to remain below this descending trend line, we'll have no other choice than to continue to look out for selling opportunities. Now, with a sell position running at this point, I hope you have moved your stop losses anywhere above the $1,967.50 level. Seems most appropriate to secure this sell position. Now, if price action goes on to break down the $1,961.50 level, then we definitely want to be looking out for more opportunities to sell. So this is how we are going to be managing our position on the XAUUSD today. So our center of focus for today's trading activity from this moment on is between the $1,967.50 level and of course the $1,961.50 area, where depending on how price action reacts to the zone will determine how today's session is going to close. Are we going to be having a breakout of the $1,967.50, or are we going to be having a breakdown of the $1,961.50 area? So time will tell. Let's position ourselves in such a way that we can catch this potential opportunity. And I think it's on this note, I want to call it a day here, but I will be taking the next 10 to 15 seconds to see if there are any questions whatsoever as regards to what we discussed so far today. And if there are any, please let me know in the comment section while I round off and also give you that time to mark out these levels on your chart, as you will be needing them to guide your trading activities for today.